Well, hey everyone, I am back. I have one big announcement and a few shares. Last time I said I had ordered some, for pricing for the plushies, some tags and these little pins. So the tags that I got are just these little tags here. They have the string already attached. And you get like 1,000 of them for $10, something like that. And then to attach them, I gotta open the package, and the cats are pouncing from the floor to the table, causing an earthquake. Toby, be good. No! Ooh, hey! They're fighting. I have to open the package to show you what they look like. So they're a safety pin, but they are shaped unlike any other safety pin that I have ever seen. Oh, and of course I just dropped one. So they have like this loop that can go around the yarn, and this is where they open like a safety pin. So hopefully that would keep people from pulling. And they're kind of cool looking. They kind of look like, if I could hang on to it. I don't know, they kind of have like a vintage look to me. I mean, I don't know, but they're cool looking. And these were like 1,000 of them for like $10. They were pretty cheap. So I got those in. My tablecloth came in. I went to Walmart yesterday and purchased a 4-foot table. And if I need to, they do have the 6-foot tables in stock. The one thing about them that I did notice is the 6-foot table is 2.5 feet wide, where the 4-foot table is 2 feet wide. So I have a friend that does have a 6-foot table. I will probably borrow theirs to practice doing my layouts, but that's where I'm at with that so far. And then I ordered some bags, and I'm not happy with the size of the bags. So I think I'm gonna send those back and try again. I told you, I have this like size perception thing. Even when they give you the dimensions, I just struggle with that for some reason. So what I worked on this week, the first thing I worked on was I did a pattern test for Tracy over at Travel Crochet, and she had a Baby Yoda pattern. Now my colors are not the greatest of colors. I just used what I had on hand. I wasn't gonna purchase anything special. Like this is Premier Chenille Brights, the yarns that I used, and I believe the green was Kiwi, and I forget the official name, but tan, I believe. And this is her first pattern she ever wrote. She did a great job. There were just a couple of little things, like a typo and one thing that I got confused on, but she's got it all straightened out now. So, and she also has a channel here on YouTube. You guys should check her out. She's pretty cool, and she showed some really cute ones. I gotta find out, like this rooster that she has, I gotta find out where she got that pattern at. But this is the Baby Yoda. I will not be taking him to market because we all know it's Grogu or Baby Yoda, but I am gonna give it to my little grandson. My son, Brandon, he loves all the Star Wars stuff. So he might fight little baby Brandon for the plushie. You never know. But I'm going to give this to him, and I think he'll enjoy it. He's going to be 2 in December. So, but I think he'll like that. Then I tried this free pattern that was on Instagram. Let me tell you, it started a whole like snowball effect for making my hands hurt. This thing took me, like I started doing this the same day I finished up doing the pattern test. And this thing took me like all day long, and my hands hurt so bad when I was finished. So it's this little monkey that's inside a banana, and I had to change the face from the way it shows to do it in the pattern because it looked like a dog. So I pulled out his nose in the way the mouth was shown to do it, and hopefully he looks more like a monkey. But yeah, it's definitely not something that I could do for market prep because it really made my hands hurt. And then I was trying to get caught up on my temperature blanket, and that that did me in. My fingers were numb, like both hands, just numb, tingling for a whole day. So I did that. Then the other pattern that I tried, that was a free one off of Instagram, and I don't think that I'll be doing this one either because I don't really like how it turned out. But it's supposed to be this little small elephant. I mean, it wasn't that it was hard to follow or anything. I just don't like how it turned out. So I don't think I'll be making these. But some people might like it. I just, yeah, not a fan. But it's easy and it's free, right? So I did that. Then as far as prepping for my market, I had shown you that I made these bubble whales, and this is also a pattern off of Instagram. So I went to make another one, and it turned out a lot smaller. And I'm like, why did it come out so much smaller? I know we're having a problem with the Parfait Chunky this go round, and there doesn't seem to be as much fluff as there is on usually, especially the white. But this turned out a lot smaller. Well, then I figured out what it was. The part where you sew on or you don't sew them on, you attach and crochet on the fins and stuff. I misinterpreted the pattern instructions because it's like add the fin and it says 2 single crochets together with the fin. And I'm thinking decrease in my head for some reason. And then I said, something's not right because it's such a big size difference. So I went back and I like added up the stitches and everything. And I'm like, okay, so I did it wrong. That's all it was. Well, I made a couple of more. I did a light blue and a dark blue and a mango. And I can't decide water spout or no water spout. You guys help me out here. Should I do the water spout? I kind of like it without it. Jenna likes it with it. What do you think? Let me know. And it's not hard to add the water spout if that's what it is. It's just not hard to do that at all. So, for my big announcement, I showed you guys my little pig that I made. And I said I was working on the ears because I wanted the ears different. Well, I couldn't get big and floppy like I wanted. That idea didn't work out, but I did come up with another way, and I made it out of 4 different yarns just to test. So you guys saw this one. And then, okay, this is Bernat Speckle. I also added the nostrils and eyebrows, and I didn't do it on this one because of the color of the yarn, but some of them I put the white underneath the eye to help them pop. So I got the pointy ear. I didn't get the big and floppy, but I got the pointy ear. So Bernat Speckle, Bernat Baby, and there is a noticeable size difference in the yarn. See, he's much bigger. I think this is a cute size. And then in the Parfait Chunky, we'll compare him. Now he has the white under the eye, little eyebrows. And let's see, Parfait Chunky, Bernat Baby. Parfait Chunky and Bernat Sparkle. So like big size difference. And the Sparkle, or not Sparkle, Speckle and the Bernat Baby, I use the same size hook, 6.5 millimeter. And on this one, I used my 5 millimeter hook, which I used my 5 millimeter on this one too. And again, it turned out a little smaller, but I think it's because they don't have as much fluff this go round on the yarn. And then I did one more in acrylic. This is Premier Basics in their tweed. And this one is a variegated from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. 4 millimeter hook, 4 millimeter hook. And again, there is a size difference, but I noticed that this yarn was much thinner than this yarn when I was working with it. So it was funny because Crafty Sue was one of my testers on this one. And I didn't put out a call because I had people contact me to volunteer, so I just did it like that. So when I sent Crafty Sue the pattern, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm like, okay, I got to name this. So I say, Eli Elephant. Elephant. This is not an elephant. This is a pig. This is supposed to be an elephant. Pig, elephant. I'm like, and I didn't notice it until after I shot off the email with the file, and I'm like, oh no. So I emailed her back and I'm like, trust me, it's not an elephant, it's a pig. So then I started trying to think of a name, and I'm like, Squeaky Piggy? Nah. So I came up with Macon Bacon. So I want you to meet Macon Bacon. Macon Bacon. So the pattern is all ready, and it is up and listed on my Etsy. I haven't, the other websites are so confusing to me. Ravelry and Ribbler. I know it's like cheaper fees for people that are trying to sell, which means it's cheaper fee or cheaper purchase prices for the people wanting to buy the patterns. But their websites to me are very confusing, and it's like a learning curve. Some things I don't like change with, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. So the only place it is available is on Etsy, and I'll have the link down below. I have 10 patterns, I think, mostly blankets. I have 3 of the plushie patterns, the hedgehog, my avocado, and now Macon Bacon. But it's a work in progress, just like this channel is a work in progress. And I just am amazed. Like the last 4 months, like before I started this video, I was one person away from 16,000 subscribers, and that just blows my mind. And I know that's like nothing to a lot of the big YouTubers, but to me that is huge, that many people would possibly be interested in what I had to say and the things that I had to share. So I just thank every single one of you, and I hope you stick around and watch some more videos. And yeah, so it just blows my mind. Then, let's see, today is what? October 7th, 8th, something like that. So I'm still a month away. and everything's still a work in progress. I told you I got my square reader. Someone had told me that they have an app on there that you also download when you do the app for the square that allows you to take, what do they call it? Tap to pay, something like that. But that allows you to be able to take Apple Pay and Google Pay and whatever other kind of cash wallets that they have, which I am completely unfamiliar with. So that's nice. That opens up payment methods. So I'll be doing cash, Square with cards, and of course the tap and pay, which would give me the wallets and all that. I don't know that I want to try and learn something else new. It's just too much for me all at once and have to add in things like Venmo or something like that. I think that collection, I mean, should be more than enough. And if people, you know, I can always send them an invoice through Google, or not Google, PayPal. I mean, they could PayPal it to me. So that's still an option. And that I know how to use. So we're working on that. And I was playing with the Square app, and that's pretty cool. It was like, you could sit there and take a picture. You can give it an item number or a SKU number. You tell it the price. You can tell it your inventory. But then I had a question. What if somebody pays cash? Like, I thought, well, what better way to track it if you're putting it all in and you just scroll through and it pulls the items up alphabetically. Like, you give it a category. If you're doing plushies, plushies could be a category. If you're doing hats, hats could be a category, or accessories or whatever. So you'd pull up the category, it's in alphabetical order, you push on the thing, tell it how many, and then you go from there. But if somebody pays cash, that's not tracking the inventory. So, I don't think it's tracking the inventory because I don't know yet. So if somebody knows, like, can you still mark it in that it's sold to track your inventory that way? Because I wanted to, when I do the market and I give you guys the, like, recap, I want to be accurate with my sales. I want to be accurate with my materials cost and things like that. Now, there's some things I don't think that should be added in. Like, if you're going to do these markets on a regular basis, I don't think one market should pay, like, you should deduct the expenses for, say, like buying a table out of it or your display piece. That's something that, like, for the year, it should be deducted out of your year's total, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, it, like, totally skews one market over all the other markets that you may or may not do. So that is what I have for you. Jenna is trying to sneak in here and be really, really quiet as not to disturb anything.
Well, now I'm going to disturb you and show off Toby's new collar.
Oh yeah, Toby's got a new collar. I made that a long time ago, and she saved him. We made him for Whiskers, and she saved him, and Toby has one now. But yeah, so that's what I have. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. It's short and sweet, and we'll be back again at some point during the week or next weekend. And everybody just keep on keeping on, and we'll see you over here in the next video.